Hey, how you doing? Man, what's going on here? Look at that. There we go. Smile for the camera. Ah, goddamn. There we go. Bro, take this video. This is ridiculous. That is so cool. So those two Castros think they are pedaling for their lives, and that thing is powered by battery, right?
I don't know what's powered. It's not. It doesn't rely on the gas.
It's not really.
It's not relying on the gas.
That is so cool, man. So simple. How much do you think they pay?
Maybe 750.
Sorry?
Maybe 750.
For what?
For that thing.
750 what? Wait, hold up.
Pesa ya huku kwetu.
For how long?
After sikia mwana kisema, sikia huyo. Mshirapi ni Kikuyu saying America ni kwetu.
For how long?
Nyinyi.
Wait, 750 for how long?
I don't know, maybe 3 hours. They are right here. I can take you where the depot is. You want me to take you?
No, I don't want to see them, but I'm just shocked.
No, it's right here on Wash. The next one. Wash Street.
It's a company.
It's a whole operation. Ama tumepita Wash. No, Wash is here somewhere.
No, that's
Blanco.
That figure cannot be real, bro. Look at this small, quaint houses. Nice looking. Look at that. Hasa umekuwa caught up na hii story.
Story ni gani?
So stop getting carried away by the story.
No, it's a very simple place.
No, but you get that's not the main point of the story.
What is the main story?
It's $750?
$750, maybe more.
See, for what? 3 hours?
Yes. And I line up and everybody has a schedule. It's down there.
Fuck that. That's some nonsense.
Everybody have a schedule, and if you are late, then there is an agreement that you're going to pay extra for being late.
So madem lazima wachangishe washikane unatoa 100.
Wamevaa jackets zinafanana.
So it's a whole plan.
It's a bachelorette. There is tunaenda kunywa wapi, tunaenda kudansi wapi, tunaenda kula wapi, tunaleta kevo mgani atufak zote. You know, stuff like that. Kama bachelorette party zinakuwa za nini?
Mademu waenda kafinywe. Wakadinywe watoka huko na my STD. You know, we didn't even do anything.
That's so boring.
I saw pub crawler there.
You saw what?
Pub crawler. The office.
Yes,
I saw the office.
Yes. It's a whole operation. And somebody is waiting because now they are late to deliver it. That's why they are all moving to the same direction. Yeah. You were telling me earlier about the hierarchy of women. Oh, there's a silver alert. That's the kind of things that you have allowed your phone to keep ringing on.
Yes. I like that. Yeah. That noise is so sexy. Yeah? It's like it's the end of the world.
Yeah,
the sound.
You tell me. What did you do? What do you do every time you get the notification?
You panic. A false sense of
just pulling you to a business that is not yours. I mean, how many people are going to be to cite a car that is stolen or a kid that is hijacked of all the 30 million Texans? I don't know how far in a radius they go. They're just pulling you to their stuff. So on my phone, I just switch it off. But it's a very good concept in itself.
No, but it's a good idea. I mean, America doesn't do anything that doesn't work. America always does things that work. Yeah. So it's proven.
But I have called on a NABA alert before.
So you see, so you're just being a dick.
This is the Avalon I was telling you they had made it so good.
Oh, this is what you're saying. That
it's a premium Toyota sedan. And you're telling me what's the equivalent of it in Kenya?
This is a very ugly looking car.
No, it's a very good car.
It's an ugly,
you see the way your seats are what do you call this? Reclining? The premium version of it, the seats.
Oh, you're saying that back seat, the way it reclines?
Yes, that thing had the seats that reclined.
Oh, this guy is so ugly. Wow.
Bro, that's a beautiful car. At some point, early 2000s? No, early 2010s, I was seriously contemplating of buying it.
Man, did you thank God
2012, around there.
that you never did?
No. The universe realigned itself. Always. If you are vibrating in the
Because
right
I don't think me and
energy.
you would have ever met if you had a car like this. You had to have been in this energy. If that's the energy you had, you'd be at Walmart.
This is 2012.
You'd be Walmart, bro.
This is 2012.
Well,
I worked for 18 months in Walmart. Not Walmart. Distribution center. Huge warehouse that delivers goods to 27 Walmarts. It's a big distribution center. You know, like what we know now as the Amazon distribution centers.
So your work was what? Pack boxes and shit?
I was operating the crane, the thing that goes up and down to bring big stuff up.
No way, you have those skills?
Yes.
You work at the Kadere or something?
I worked there
Kamagera.
for 18 months. And I had enrolled in a 401k. This is the retirement plan. And by the time I'm leaving, I had $24,000 from that scheme.
How is that possible?
In 18 months. Because I was saving a lot.
So
That was my first. I had worked in America for 11 years without papers. That was my first legal job. And I did it for 18 months. And I left and I became self-employed ever since. 18 months. But in the period of that 18 months, I had contributed an amount at the time I was leaving. It was like $20-something thousand. Because I was saving a lot of money into the scheme.
So you
So I'm only bringing this up because that's what Ruto wants to start. What Ruto is asking is telling people is, if you put this amount of money, we will double it. That's what 401k is.
But why is he going to get the money to double though? Because
In the system, in American system, the employer does it. They match it up to this amount. You can contribute whatever amount you want, but the encouragement is, if you contribute up to 15% of your pay, we are going to match it 100%. And then they scale down from there. I say, if you go to 25, after the first 15, we're going to match it at 50%. If after the first 20, we're going to match it to 25%. But the system is in place for that. And what Obama did, because before Obama was president, the policy was you have to opt into that retirement scheme. And when Obama came in, he said you have to opt out as soon as you are employed. And after 6 months of eligibility, then you are already in. You're already at the very least contributing the minimum required for the employer to match it at 100%. Then you have to say, I want to be poor in my future and I want to opt out. And that is the exact mode that Ruto is trying to create in Kenya.
wait,
Saying this 200 is bullshit. Nobody's gonna live on 200 in the year 70s. Let's make it minimum 2,000. And then the employer matches that. And then there is a scale, depending on how much you want to save. I come from a saving culture because, if you remember, I've told you this story before. When I worked at Tuskys, I got into the saving scheme that Tuskys combined with Nakumat, because Tuskys at the time was more. So we were at a Nakumat, and there was a Nakumat co-op, and I was saving 40% of my
the circle now.
salary, yes, into the circle, and that's how I got money to get out of the country. So I know the benefits of, putting the money away. I mean,
But that's for like seed money.
it's money that helps you to access other money.
Yes.
Other people's money.
So there's a target with it.
Yes,
It's not just putting money away for nothing.
Exactly. But then,
Because I mean, I think it should be clear. You wanted this money for something you could see.
So normally, the people we were working with at the time, in Tuskers, which was at the time called Tusker Mattresses, these are people who are, these are their first exposure to the real world. They are young people, we're all in our 20s. And the mainstream plan was, you save enough money, you buy a plot somewhere, and then you start Mogarin Mawe, and you build a small house, and then you have attained your dream. Because the trajectory was people to get married and then make marriage as if it was, you know, the purpose of man. So there is no achieving much after that. But for me, I knew I needed it for a bigger purpose. And when the time came, I withdrew it. It was 217,000 at the time. It's a lot of money. And that's the money I used to get my black ass out of black Africa, for what it's worth at the time. And then come here, start from zero.
Okay, wait. So you've always known where to go to get money?
I have always known
that you have to sacrifice 2 years, 3 years to give to somebody to get that big chunk of money for you to do something with it.
Yes. When I started my first business, I started with what I had. I've never had a loan. I've never gone to the bank and asked them to give me money to start a business. Because some of the ideas we have, they don't need money, they just need you to get started. Start small, grow from it. But that's not what you're talking about here.
Bro, you know where we started with this story?
It started with a...
I've been recording since those girls. So it's called what? Pub crawler.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, we're on 12 minutes, man. But look at that. Look at how simple these roads are when it comes to the flow. It's so easy. Look at that exchange.
You see this exchange here?
Yeah.
In 2002, I would take a photo of this and send it to my nephew and say, Kenya in 2020. This is 2002. And say, Kenya will look like this in 2020. And it used to be like a very far away dream. I hope my nephew still have that those photos.
Do you think everybody is optimistic about Kenya when they come to America? Like, you want what's best for Kenya, or do you say fuck it?
We underestimate the power of lack mentality. This thing we take for granted. It shapes how you think. It shapes what you see. You can show 1 million people the same picture, and those people who have lack mentality, they always gonna see the diminished factor of that which they are looking at. That's why you see people here live in America, and they say, "Ah, you don't show us that. Hey, don't say that here. Hey, you should not show us your car. You should be scared." Even Onani, this Ibrahim Onani, when he was with that guy at the shooting range, I could hear some fear that a woman put in him.
In Ibrahim?
In his head. I could hear the fear of women in his head.
That's regurgitation.
When the KIFEEE guy is telling him about a sheriff who was caught drunk driving. And this guy said, "Oh no, you cannot mention names. They can sue us." Where did he get that fear from?
In America?
Where did he get that fear from? And this sheriff, that KIFEEE guy, they call him sheriff. And he said, "Oh no." And he looked at the camera and said, "Sheriff James Jones, you were a piece of shit. You were a law-abiding citizen, and you are caught driving, drunk driving. We should be learning from you." And this guy now is freezing because now he doesn't know how to return this message to the women who put that fear in him about America and what you can and you cannot say.
Yeah, because that noise is a lot, bro.
Ibrahim Onani.
So Ibrahim Onami. Onami, it's Onami, I think.
Onami.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be conscious of the people setting you fear. Because now we're going now to the question about optimism, right? Somebody's gonna see his progress, but they're not gonna shit on his progress. They're gonna get in his head to put fear in him of what he can and he cannot show.
This thing is looking a bit weak.
Unaelewa?
Yeah.
So because of their own insecurities, they're gonna try to get in his head and say, don't show them of our puniness, because we have never shown Kenyans in America have never shown us America. This guy is in America maybe 2-3 years at the most, and he has captured a niche.
He has found a way of
he has found of bringing us from Kenya into the US to have this experience of this great country. But the punies that have been here in fear
are going to put fear in his head.
That, bro, that's what I'm saying. This lack mentality in Kenyans, in the black people, we underestimate it, but it's worse poison than what black Americans call slavery, which never happened.
Hey.
Unaelewa?
I'm getting you.
I don't know.
I'm getting you.
I don't know if that message is going to land properly the way I intended it to land. But Onani is a beast. Onami?
Onami. I think he's found a niche.
And I'm telling you, the Kenyans before him.
And he needs to stop.
The Kenyans before him are going to tell him that's not how it's done here. Because you're exposing something.
So how long are you giving him before he
of our weaknesses
completely shuts down?
So that's why I'm saying, I could hear him say, oh no, don't mention his name. He's going to sue us.
How long?
Somebody put that information in him.
How long do you think it will take?
I hope he doesn't, bro. I'm not going to go there. I hope he triumphs. I'm reading the name of that, that motorcycle.
Oh, man, look
and
at
I
this.
just borrowed it to use in a sentence.
Beautiful.
I hope he triumphs.
Oh, and talk about that. And then Supra. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, bana. Look at that car. Oh, so you're not going to give him bad vibes. It's all good vibes.
I'm a positive guy. I tap to the right vibration of the universe.
So you tell him what you want him to be.
I want him to triumph. I want him to be a beast. I want him. You see how
no fear.
You see how lame? What is his name? The first name?
Kabi.
You see how Kabi lame? Now people are making videos for him to react to them, right?
Yes.
I want people to prepare situations for him to go showcase to us. Not him going saying, this is how it happens. I want him to be so popular that people are lining up and say, do us next. So you come on, Ella.
Huku US.
Huku US. Do us next. That's a cop getting ready for work. What cabin mode do you have? Regular mode?
Yeah.
Zoom to him. So this is private duty. So he's getting ready for security job.
Hiyo belt yake iko na vitu ngapi?
Bado. There you go.
So too many things to wear.
You know how heavy that thing is? Let me back up a little bit. There you have it.
What type of car is that? That's a Jeep, huh?
That cover is more than 10 pounds.
Your bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
Now
in full beast mode.
he's won the government.
Yeah. Unaelewa hiyo maneno?
Nimeelewa.
Yep.
So you want this guy to win? That's it.
Oh, bro, he is on the trajectory of winning. Just shut down the fucking female noise. Usikubali mtu akuuzie uoga. Hii nchi ni yetu wote. If somebody have a better idea than what you are doing, tell them to turn on the camera on their phone and do it and leave you alone. Kuishi.
Mbona unatoka gari yangu haraka hivi bro? Unaweza baki kumesukuma hii leather. What's wrong with you bwana?